What's up, guys? I'm Pro Amanda Almodovar. We are back and we are filming yet again. I have James Diaz behind the lens, and we are here at Gold's Gym. It was my first week of school this week, so we are back to teaching, back to the full swing of things. Like a hamster on the hamster wheel, we are back to filming as well. Full time, we are rolling. So, like, comment, subscribe, follow the channel. Let me know what else you guys want to see. This video is going to be a little bit of a Q&A paired with a little bit of an arm day pump. So we have just jumped into our improvement season. It is time to grow. Judges would like a wider back and more shoulder density, so we are going to work to bring that this off season. So just some fun, and we'll get into the video.
So how do you pronounce your last name? Because it seems like every time we go to shows or anything, they always kind of like mess it up.
So the last name is Almodovar. There
Say that one more time slower.
You just put the phonetic spelling.
Yeah.
Almodovar.
Yeah.
Almodovar.
Yeah.
Almodovar.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, also, like on Instagram, everyone thinks my last name is Dovar. The reason why I did that is because way back when I didn't have followers or whatever, I put Amanda Dovar just because it was obviously shorter. And in college, all of my college teammates always called me Dovar. So that's why it's shortened, but the full length is Almodovar.
How do your students react to your muscles?
So at work, just like kind of everywhere else, I usually wear oversized clothing. So I'll wear like really big baggy t-shirts or baggy like cardigans or dress shirts or whatever the case is. But they will notice, like, if I do get hot and I take my sweater off or whatever the case is, I'll notice them like flexing in the back, which is adorable. And I mean, they love it, honestly. They are very, very much so like fitness focused, which is awesome. And they're inspired by it, so that's a good thing.
What's your favorite type of music?
Favorite type of music? Honestly, I've been listening to a lot of Christian rap. I just recently went to a Forrest Frank concert, which was amazing. The next day I felt like I got hit by a bus because I was just going off. So yeah, Christian rap, a lot of worship music. And I mean, yeah, in the gym, it's a lot of rap going on, a lot of the hard stuff.
What do you do on your spare time when you're not training or competing?
Okay. My life is boring. No, it's not so And when I'm not training or competing, honestly, I like to just chill. I like to chill at home. I like long walks down the dessert aisle. What else do I like to do?
You like going to church?
I like going to church. I like reading my Bible. I literally, like, the best thing of my life, I'll literally sit outside on my front deck with either some coffee or some tea and just slap the Bible open and just read and just chill out. That's like my ideal Friday night of peace. So I am not a crazy wild girly anymore. That was like way back when in my college days. Now those days are over. I'm in bed by like 9. So I'm pretty much a loser most of the time. But yeah, I do like nights out with friends. We'll grab sushi, we'll hang out, we'll chill. But for the most part, I just kind of like to lay low and just relax while I can, because my life is just like a full-blown circle. So yes, so we have some glossy photos we will be creating. James had a great idea. He said we should do like a modeling photo, we should do a competing photo, as well as like an animal photo. So whatever you guys want, I can sign and send. Super humbling that you even want my autograph and photo, but yeah, we could definitely make that happen.
Many fans made pictures or paintings of you.
Yeah, so it's really kind of awesome the way that following works. I mean, when I first started, honestly, just using Instagram in general, it's always kind of just been like a vlog of my writing, a vlog of my life, obviously, pictures documenting things with family, things with friends. And this following has literally come from me just consistently posting whatever it is that I want to post. I've never really tried to tailor it towards any type of industry. I've posted a lot about mental health, a lot about fitness, a lot about teaching, a lot about things that I love, like Disney, my family, my friends. And so the fact that so many would like to follow that and be along for that journey is honestly just such a pleasure. So with that has come people through my DMs asking to either draw photos or create paintings and things like that. So it's really, really cool to see not only just like the art that has come from it that people want to create, but also just the connections that I've had with others in the industry. Like I've met people via the app that I never would in real life, which is really, really nice.
What's your favorite cheat meal and your favorite food?
Favorite food is gonna be steak. Your girl loves a good steak and sweet potato fries. Always, always, that's my go-to. And like desserts, honestly, I love a good cookie or a good cake. Anything chocolate is like right up my alley.
Would you ever consider crossing over to heavier muscle division for females rather than remaining where you are?
Yeah, so this is a question that I get asked really, really often. As of now, my feedback from Chicago Pro as well as Tampa Pro was that my waist looked thick because, I mean, naturally I just have a thicker waist. But I do need to bring the illusion up of my delts and my back. So I do need to get a wider back, add some more muscle to my delts to make that illusion of a smaller waist for the figure division specifically. They did say that I was bottom heavy as well. So I kind of have to chill with my leg training and bring more mass on the upper body. So they did not tell me that I was too big for that specific division. I do have a lot of people asking in my off season, even in prep, are you women's physique? Are you gonna try and, drop the heels and do it? I am never opposed to changing divisions in the future if that's something that they tell me to. But as of now, I'm still working to perfect my shape within the division that I've been competing on from the start. So I'm a figure girly at heart. I've always loved figure. I think women's physique is a beautiful division as well as women's bodybuilding. I'm never opposed to going up, but that's if and when they tell me that my shape is going to fit that division better than the division that I'm currently competing in.
What race, ethnicity do people confuse you the most of by your appearance?
Honestly, I get very blanky that in the winter. So I get Italian a lot, and I think that's really honestly the only thing. But then they hear me and they're around me and they know that it's Hispanic. So
What was your first day being a teacher like?
my first day, oh my gosh. My first day being a teacher, I mean, it's now year 6. I can tell you what year 6 my first day was, the fact that I've literally never ever been so overstimulated. Times have really changed. I think COVID was a big hit on students as well as just overall population and social interaction. And so my students are coming in with a lot more need for life skills, a lot more need for socialization and communication, as opposed to academic content that's being taught. So my first day is always that you walk in with a nice dress on and heels and your hair all curled, and then you leave with it in a bun and you're a hot mess. And that's just the grade level that I teach. I mean, they're 5 and they're 6, and I'm the first teacher essentially that most of them are ever being in contact with. I'm the first time they're ever away from home. And so it's kind of just my job to provide that source of comfort and that safe place for them as they make this huge transition in their life.
What or who would you be if you weren't a bodybuilder?
I mean, bodybuilding is not really even my identity. It's essentially just my hobby. Like I never sat there and said, I want to be an IFBB pro. Like I want my pro card. And there's so many competitors that do that. I started training in my teens because I played college softball and then I didn't want to put down the life of being an athlete. And so I started training. And then once I started training, I did my first show and then I caught the bug and so on and so forth. I fell in love. But if I wasn't in the bodybuilding industry and I wasn't a teacher, I think honestly I would go into social work for children, for sure.
Do people ever get confused what division you belong to?
All the time. Everyone literally is like, it's funny because I'll wear like an oversized tee. I mean, not so much now that my back and my shoulders have really come up where you can't not notice it, but prior to me and this last off season, everyone thought I was wellness, seeing my legs. And then I get women's physique a lot once everything is off, just because I have pretty good overall size. But once I shred down, the figure division is getting quite big. So I fit pretty perfectly with the figure division. And we'll see after this off season if that's where I stay.
Do you have any extended family or friends in PR?
I do. So my mom's side has some family members in PR. Not that I've ever visited and gone. I am a fake Boricua and I have never been. So that is definitely bucket list. Bucket list number 1 is visit Puerto Rico.
That'll be a good YouTube video. One to drop.
Yeah, right? Vlog to PR.
Yes. How has your life been changing ever since becoming a more consistent, prominent bodybuilder?
This is a good question. Honestly, I have never been that person to want to be in the spotlight. You could ask any of my friends and family. What I do is solely because I love it, and it's not for me to be out in public and outwardly repping that. And so it honestly has been kind of a challenge just to have more eyes on me, to have the staring, to have the overwhelming amount of support and love is something that I'm like really, if you know me down to my core, you'll know that it's a little bit difficult for me to take in like the compliments and the attention, just because it's something I'm not used to, and I'm also so hard on myself in that. So I guess in the best blessing type of way, it's been overwhelming, but all in good support. So that's been different, as well as just, I mean, I've always been a structured and disciplined person, but when it comes to bodybuilding, it's machine all the time. And so kind of trying to switch that flip on and off when it comes to going to work or hanging out with time and, having time with family and friends. It definitely does change the game when it comes to that, and trying to be able to navigate the so balance that we have as bodybuilders, because there essentially is no balance if you want to be elite.
What made you want to be a bodybuilder?
I never really thought I would be one, essentially. It's never an identity, again, that I said that I wanted to do from the start. However, I did always love sports. I did always love being an athlete. And once I did pick up bodybuilding, very quickly at my first show at 20 years old, I realized how good I could be at it. And so that potential what has driven me to just keep going and to keep getting better with it each season. But I never really picked out I want to be a bodybuilder. It's just kind of something that I've became over time with literally doing what I've loved, and it's a blessing I really honestly never imagined myself sitting in, but is so overwhelmingly exciting.
What made you want to be a teacher?
So it's funny because I have this little paper in my room. It's a poem that I wrote when I was in first grade, and it says, if I was a teacher. And it was something that I wrote literally as a young girl, and ever since then I've always wanted to be. Honestly, teaching is just a passion that God has put in my heart from the very start. Even when I was a younger girl, my mom always said she'd come downstairs, and I always wanted American Girl dolls so that I could sit them down as if they were my class and teach them from my chalkboard. So definitely something that God instilled in me from a very young age, and honestly ever since then my desire for that has never wavered. I taught when I was 15, starting in daycares, got my preschool certification, taught there, and then have been teaching for the past 6 years in kindergarten. So something I've always wanted to do, something I've always loved, and something that will forever be a piece of my heart.
So the next question was from your quads episode with Sean and Ivan. And the question was, love your shoes, where can I get a pair?
Hey, yo, the GK ones. Yes. Guys, head over to my boy's page, Sean Clarita. He is 212. Mr. O, he's going for another one this year. Very, very soon. He is 5 weeks out as of now, but he created his first shoe line called the GK ones. There's different color swatches. He's coming out with white. He's got black and red out. He's got a green and purple pair out. So definitely go follow him if you're not following him already, because he's kind of awesome. And his shoe line, I'm not even kidding, literally the most comfortable shoes I could ever imagine. They're very similar to the way that Atomics fit, but honestly far more cushiony and comfortable. I wear them for training all the time.
The next one is from another YouTube, from a couple of the episodes. Everybody wants to know, why do you bite your shirt and what does it do?
What does it do? It's the only reason I'm strong is because I bite my shirt. Honestly, it's like an oral fixation. I clench, right? So you'll notice in powerlifting or bodybuilding, a lot of people will wear a mouth guard. I personally am just not that fancy, and the closest thing is my t-shirt. So yeah, it's just kind of like lock-in mode. If I'm doing a top set, you'll notice it. Sometimes in between sets, I'll just chew on it. So you'll notice if my collar is drooping at the end of the session, it was a really good training session. It does nothing, honestly, other than just kind of my focus thing. And again, just creates the ability for me not to grind my teeth or grit them or chip them in any type of way, because I'm using the shirt as a cushion. So.
And the last question, the question that gets asked the most of all time, is, are you single and what do you look for in a boyfriend?
Oh my goodness, do we have 5 hours to answer this question? I am single. And what do I look for? Wow, this is hard.
Like, does he have to be a bodybuilder?
Yeah, so a lot of people are like, oh, like, can he be like not as strong as you? First of all, there's not many people that are as or stronger in terms of a lot of lifts that I do, unless they're like a full-blown pro or Olympian or things like that. So no, I don't expect my person to be as strong or stronger than me. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever dated someone, honestly, that is stronger than me in a lot of things. So that being said, strength, yes, it's cool and it's something that I do, but like bodybuilding is not my entire life. It's actually 2% of my life and the things that I want in my life. So no, you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be a pro. Do you need to have an elite type of mindset and be into health and wellness and take care of yourself and make sure that you go to the gym and maintain a lifestyle that is healthy? Absolutely. Something else I'm looking for is definitely a man of faith. I love Jesus and he needs to love Jesus more than I love Jesus so that he can lead the way and be a provider and protector in my life. That's very important to me. Wow, a lot of descriptors here. Honestly, someone with depth. I need someone with depth. I don't want to sit here and have conversations about what your favorite chocolate is or what your favorite color is. Like, I want to know what makes you cry in the shower. And I want to know, honestly, just the depths of your soul. I want to have conversations that are going to build me intellectually, emotionally, and just honestly a mindset that's going to build me in all types of ways. So yeah, I'm not looking for the average thing that others are in this day and age. I think my soul is, my friends laugh at me and say that like my soul is 90 years old, but I'm stuck inside of a 25-year-old's body. 26. Look, I don't even know my age. But yeah, I am an old soul at heart, and so I'm just looking for genuine love and affection. That's just all I want. That's it. I don't ask for much.
Somebody that can change a tire?
Yeah, someone who can change my tire, someone who can take my car for oil changes. And James has been screaming at me because my side view mirror is completely blown off and I still have yet to get it. I actually made sure I pulled in on the right instead of the left.
I saw it.
Because I didn't want him to yell at me.
And what about the oil change?
The oil changed, cut. I've had enough. All right, guys, so we are going to do a nice arm pump. Training has honestly been really, really good. Intensity has been up. Numbers have been up. I'm literally matching my off-season numbers already. So I'm kind of really doing my best to maximize growth right now, as well as just recovery. Because coming out of a show, obviously, is a really good time, A, for your body to begin to prepare, but B, a lot of people don't realize how much you really can maximize the growth in that period. So yes, it's important to push and have that intensity, but it's also important to know when to pull back. So my body's been feeling really sore lately. I do need to get a reset of body work, but today is going to be just a nice, easy, not easy, but intense arm pump, just to fill blood in the muscles, get things moving, because tomorrow we have a really good quad day coming up. So knowing when to push and pull is really essential, especially still being that I'm still just like 1 month post show. So let's get it. Be me, we're just a little thicky now. There we go. Crazy, the amount of fullness when you're actually eating is so different. Still like my body's like trying to catch up, as well as like I've put some tissue on now. So it's just, we're adding shape, which is exciting. Exciting things, exciting positives to look forward to. There's always positives of prep, positives of off season, and then cons of both, right? So people always ask me like, what's your favorite part of prep or your favorite part of off season? There's honestly so many in each season, but as for the off season right now, I would honestly say the hardest thing I was just talking to James about is transitioning into putting body fat on, especially for a woman. And the fact that I've gotten so lean, seeing that body fat come back and trying to balance food, trying to balance hormones, and trying to balance just the understanding that you're no longer pushing for a number to get smaller, but you're trying to grow and you're trying to improve your shape, right? That's something that I've always struggled with, getting out of a show, as well as the post-show rebound and making sure that everything is on point. So something I need to work on is giving myself a little bit more grace in every season, but definitely this off season, mentally, I've just been at war with myself. And that's something I'm fully transparent and vulnerable about, because it is something that exists and something I wish I heard as a younger competitor. And so just honestly taking the waves of that, the best thing about it is that I'm loving training more than ever. So that's exactly why I started this journey. It's exactly why I'll continue as long as I'm alive, honestly. Not on stage, but just training in general. So feels good to be back and strong. All right, so we just did a preacher curl just for warm-ups, and now we're gonna move into a curved bar curl on the cable. Energy is definitely different. I miss like the summer days, like where we were training and it was just waking up and eating meal 1 and 2 and then coming into train. But honestly, I'm feeling the difference after 22 kiddos. So it's definitely gonna be some getting used to training, honestly, at peak hour again. Thankfully it's a Friday, so it's pretty empty in here. But yeah, like a Monday or Tuesday, this would usually be slammed after a full day of teaching. It's definitely takes a different breed, but we're back and better.
Unapologetic. We gon' keep
Okay, so we moved from arms. We did 2 for buys, and then we did tries just because I like to stay on the cables when I can instead of moving back and forth, because then you lose it and then you got to find it again and you got to fight people for it. It's not a good look. So we stayed on the cables for triceps. We did a triangle tricep push down, and then now we're going to do a single arm push down as well from a different angle. So I really, really, really like cables for arms as well as for other things, but mostly arms just because I feel a really good pump and fullness from them as opposed to free weights just swinging it. You're able to keep your joints more fixed and it's tension throughout the whole motion. So. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for episode 9, I think. Yeah, James says yes, he's nodding. In episode 9, I can't even believe we made a single one, let alone 9. So if you are watching, if you did watch, if you've watched the other videos, if you haven't, go back and watch. If you have, thank you so much for the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, all of the things. Honestly, the reason why I keep doing this, regardless of how tired I am or regardless of how busy James or I are, can't even speak because I'm tired. Regardless of it all, I just keep doing it because you guys are showing me that it's worth something of value to you, and that is very impactful and important for me. So let us know what else you guys want to see. I've been doing remotely training videos. We do want to do a bunch of lifestyle videos coming soon, maybe some fashion shoots and things like that, just to be more lifestyle and well-rounded other things than training. Outside of that, make sure you guys go check out the women's launch for Animal Pack. Go check out the supplements. Use code Amanda15. Always gotta plug it. And yeah, honestly, just stay tuned and keep watching. We are continuing forth with our improvement season. It is just beginning. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of the things. Follow down below. Keep watching the channel. And as always, be blessed.